drag pass last week. We're just going to do a different variation of it. The one we did last week was more of a no-gi based grip. I'll just recap. So again, if his back's off the mat, I'm going to get his back onto the mat. So again, traditionally the leg drag would have been cutting the angle and pulling Crippy's right leg past my right hip. The problem is he can put his foot on the mat, shrimp out and get his guard back. So once I get the angle, I lose the angle. So we talked about last time how I would just make no-gi grips and then I would cut the angle. Now I don't want him shrimping that way, so my foot comes in. And now as I push his knee to the mat, my right knee splits his legs. Now the concept we were thinking about was beating the knee line and grabbing that lapel and then making a wedge with Crippy's knee. My hand come underneath, I grab the nape of the neck grip, push this in, Crippy tries to turn towards me, it's difficult. His escape was turning till his knees, and when he did, I pinned that knee with my shin and I waited for the space to open up, and as he went to his knees, I slid in my bottom hook. Now of course he wants to go that way, do the scrape off escape, go bro, and I keep that grip and take him to the other side, and I have the head trap. Then from here, tag the neck. That's where we got to. Let's just do a variation of that with the key. So I get his back on the mat, we're here. My left hand is going to make a grip on the pants. Nothing's really changed. To get angle, I can do three things. I can stay where I am and move Crippy's legs. I can keep his leg where it is and move around it, or I can do a combination of both, which is what I prefer. So from there, I'm going to make that grip, and in one movement, I cut the angle. So we're already into step 2, which is his feet aren't passing at me. Okay? From there, I'm making that mechanical advantage by spinning this knee and splitting the legs, which was step 3. Step 4 is his knees weren't passing or are pointing away to the side I want to pass to. So all we have to do is control the hips from this position. So from there, I beat the thigh, I make that grip, and I'm pinching. So from there, my arm comes around and I make that nape of the neck grip. Ideally, I'd want to be here and then again hit the head and arm when I pass, but more than likely, I will be in the middle. So it's quite easy for Crippy to roll to his knees, the escape. Why? Because his back isn't on the mat. Notice the way he's on his left hip. It's going to be quite easy for him to turn that way, yes. If his back was on the mat, roll to your knees now, bro. How do we do that? From this position, I've got the grip, my head's in here. What's what I do with my left knee? I'm going to make a wedge. And now I'm falling onto my left side and I use my left knee to push Crippy's left hip away from me. Try to roll to your knees now, bro. And now from that position, we're doing step 5. I drop my hip onto his hip. Move your hips now. And then I move your head control. Let's do that again. So, I make that first initial grip, a combination of me moving and I move Crippy's leg. My hands pushing as I split. From there, I cover the thigh. So my tricep is over the top of his thigh and my left hand makes that grip. Remember the rule? If I can get this knee to the mat, this leg is up, pinching. If I can't, then this knee's on the mat and I'm staying tight. So we have two options from here. I can either let him turn to his back, so sorry, roll your shoulders, perfect. I use the handbrake of the shin on the back leg. That slows down the turn, otherwise he's just going to be straight to turtle. I windshield wiper that hook in and I keep those two grips. He will try the scrape off escape. That grip pulls him this way, and now from there we have him going out. That's what we covered last time. But something else to play from, maybe your back game sucks. I want to pin his lower back to the mat. So from our position, we make the grip, we cut the angle, we push, we cover, get that nape of the neck grip, I make the wedge, and tight, and now from there I'm going to drop onto my elbow, and I'm going to use my left hip to push Crippy's left hip flat. Once I get to there, try to roll your knees, bro, it's not going to happen. And now, I want to bring this elbow over and control the hip, step 5. With your hips. Once I get to there, now it's all about getting head control. Okay.